Did you know India has more smartphone users than the entire population of the US? And yet, world's biggest streaming giant, Netflix, couldn't crack it. But today, Indians spend 7 plus hours per month on Netflix, often more than any other platform. So what changed? And how did Netflix go from flop to favorite? To tell you, Netflix was a mail-order DVD startup. It turned itself to a global entertainment empire with over 300 million subscribers by 2024. Netflix dominated the West with smash hits like Stranger Things, The Crown, and Wednesday. But in India, it crashed and almost burned. Why? Because Netflix made critical mistakes when it entered India, and it nearly cost them the market. Meanwhile, Disney Plus Hotstar was bundling cricket with telecom plans, and Amazon Prime was coming free with shopping subscriptions. OTT in India was getting cheaper, stickier, and smarter. And Netflix, it stuck to premium and paid the price. But the tide has turned, and now it's capturing Indian hearts like never before. So what did it do? How did it flip the script? Hi everyone, this is a story of how Netflix fumbled, learned, and pivoted, and finally began its fight back in one of the world's most complex media markets. Despite all its global success, Netflix was on the brink of irrelevance in the world's most promising OTT market. Why? Because Netflix made 3 critical mistakes when it entered India, and it nearly cost them the market. Mistake number 1, premium pricing in a value-hungry market. When Netflix launched in India in 2016, it didn't just survive, it strutted in with Silicon Valley swagger. Its plans, 500 rupees for basic, 650 rupees for standard, 800 rupees for premium. Reed Hastings once said, "We won't cut prices in India." That may have worked in New York or San Francisco. But in India, it was like trying to sell Ferraris in a country where people are obsessed with fuel efficiency. Industry insiders warned, this pricing is only for the top of the pyramid. And they were right. Netflix bored a few early adopters, but alienated the mass market. While Disney Plus Hotstar was bundling IPL with data packs and gaining 60 million plus users, Netflix barely crossed 4.6 million by 2020. It wasn't just expensive, it felt out of touch. Mistake number 2, ignoring the mobile-first reality. By 2017, India had already gone mobile-first. Cheap data, cheap phones, and millions binge-watching YouTube on the go. But Netflix, still designed for laptops, still designed for desktops, still clinging to a global playbook. It took them until mid-2019, 3 years too late to launch a mobile-only 199 rupees plan. And by then, competitors had already logged in users. Even worse, they lagged behind in telco partnerships, the lifeline of India's streaming economy. Hotstar was riding Jio. Prime was bundled with Amazon Shopping. Netflix only started tie-ups in 2018-2019, when it was already playing catch-up. In a country where bundling is a habit, Netflix stayed on the sidelines. Mistake number 3, they were creating content for LA, not for Ludhiana. Netflix believed India would love what West loved: gritty thrillers, high-budget dramas, global storytelling. So it gave us Sacred Games and many more. Bold, edgy, beautifully made, but also niche. These shows catered to the urban, English-speaking metros, not the heartland. Not the families, not the masses. Where were the loud Bollywood blockbusters, the Tamil masala hits, the Bengali dramas and family-friendly sagas? Netflix had the quality content, but it missed the India's soul. For 4 long years, it created a product in India, but not for India. And that gap cost it both growth and relevance. After years of misfires, Netflix had just 2 options in India, either pivot or perish. What followed between 2021 and 2023 was a complete strategy reboot that turned failure into one of its most promising comebacks. Strategy number 1, Netflix slashed prices. Netflix had finally heard the message loud and clear. You can't win India with a Silicon Valley swagger. So what did they do? They didn't just tweak prices, they went full on fire sale. New pricing in 2021 goes like 149 rupees for mobile only, 199 rupees for basic, 499 rupees for standard and 649 rupees for premium. And that's a massive 60% price cut. A bold move that finally brought Netflix closer to what Indian users expected: value. Engagement jumped 30% year on year. For the first time, Netflix wasn't premium, it was popular. Strategy number 2: be where India is on mobile and bundles. But slashed prices alone wouldn't cut it. Netflix needed to go where India actually lives in. And in India, everything happens on mobile. Cheap data, budget phones, telco bundles. So Netflix changed strategy. By 2023, it partnered with Jio to bundle Netflix into prepaid plans, reaching over 400 million users. It strengthened Airtel postpaid tie-ups, making access seamless. No more cards, no more monthly payments. Just click and boom, you are watching Delhi Crime on your Jio phone. Strategy 3: from global stories to going local. Netflix tackled its most important challenge: making content that feels Indian, not just looks Indian. By 2022, Netflix went all in on local content, releasing 27 Indian films and series across 10 plus genres in a single year. From small town thrillers like Ye Kali Kali Aankhein to urban rom-coms like Masaba Masaba and powerful social dramas like Darlings, Netflix finally started reflecting back to Indians. Even blockbusters like RRR premiered internationally on Netflix, expanding its global reach. And it worked. Almost every Indian original hit #1 on Netflix India. And many trended globally. In 2024, Heera Mandi became Netflix India's biggest drama ever with 15 million views, while Amar Singh Chamkila pulled in 8.3 million. Even acquired hits like Lapata Ladies and Shaitan widened the platform's appeal. From massy thrillers to niche dramas, Netflix wasn't chasing the elite anymore. It was entertaining everyone. In 2023, Netflix had just approximately 6 million subscribers in India. By early 2024, it doubled to 12 million subscribers. Thanks to lower prices, Heera Mandi and regional storytelling. It's the market share which went up to 16% from 14%. Yes, it's still behind Hotstar and Prime, but the momentum, it's on fire. The proof of Netflix India's turnaround isn't just in headlines, it's in the numbers. And from 2021 onwards, those numbers finally started telling a different story. In FY 2023, Netflix India reported revenue of 2,214 crores, up 20% year on year, with a profit of 35.3 crores. But that was just the beginning. In FY 2024, revenue jumped again, this time by 29%, reaching 2,845 crores, while net profit climbed to 52 crores. It was Netflix India's strongest financial performance to date. India's OTT space in 2024 isn't just crowded, it's a battlefield. While others chase bundles or sports rights, Netflix is playing a long game. It's spending approximately $17 billion per year globally on original content, more than anyone. India wasn't just another market for Netflix, it was a masterclass. Netflix learned to be better than free in India. And that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, every story has lessons waiting to be discovered. See you in the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Bye-bye.